is July. It is the dog days of summer and really the stretch of the Major League Baseball season that starts to separate the pretenders from the contenders in what we will have by the end of this month, the MLB trade deadline. And before we get there, in just about a week and a half, it's the Major League Baseball All-Star break with the Home Run Derby, the All-Star Game, the Midsummer Classic, which really allows us an opportunity to reset and look at the long 162-game season that we have around the big. So let's start by going pennant to pennant. American League first, NL in our next segment. DRS atop the American League right now, it's the New York Yankees from a pennant price perspective at 2-1, $1.80 in front of the Baltimore Orioles. Both teams play in the same division. Really a toss-up right now. They share that top spot. One fewer win for Baltimore, but also one fewer loss. 53-31, 54-32 for New York.
Yeah, they're going to battle all summer long, and rightfully so. 1 through 9, I like both of these lineups here, like the pitching staffs, like the bullpens, and is it any surprise, I should say, that we're July 1st and these two teams are in the de facto tie? But also, let's keep in mind, sometimes teams get on hot streaks, and we'll just take a look at the American League right now, and we'll take the 4 front runners, as I like to say, over the 3 divisions, because that does include the Yankees and the Orioles. Look at them in the last 10 games, man. Orioles 4-6, Yankees 3-7. Take a look at the Guardians here, 6-4, not really running away with it, just playing decent baseball. The Mariners 3-7. So you're finding some of these teams where you can't play great baseball all the way through, but it's just how you manage those times with injury and also just not playing well and still trying to keep your team focused. But if we are looking at the Orioles and the Yankees, are we going to be surprised if nobody separates themselves within 3 games right through to the end of September? Yeah. I won't be there, which again sets up that trade deadline, which if you are another team in baseball, and let's just say you're not going anywhere, and I don't know if the Toronto Blue Jays want to throw up their hands at this point and say, we got a couple veteran pitchers that we could let go here, and then you have that arms race, because it almost comes down to, well, if I'm the Yankees, I'd like to add a pitcher, but more importantly, I want to keep these pitchers away from the Baltimore Orioles. So it sets up an unbelievable rivalry just in the AL East throughout the summer, but I'm still going to stick to my guns here. Even though the Yankees aren't playing great baseball as of late, loved what I saw yesterday out of Garrett Cole, even if it was a Cy Young performance. It was just a confident performance with something to build on, and I've told you, the Yankees were my favorite team in the American League all the way through. I'm not going to change that now, even though they're not playing great baseball and a de facto tie with the Orioles.
I think when you look at the American League pennant prices, the top 2 feel justified. It's everything after that to really figure out if any team, at least as of right now, we have seen the expanded postseason in Major League Baseball be quite chaotic the past few Octobers, but at least as of right now. Because Baltimore and New York are battling for the top spot in the American League East. New York, more wins, but more losses. It's the same story for Baltimore in comparison to the Guardians. We'll talk the Centrals in just a moment. But, Donnie, really it's a story about the American League West as well. The Mariners have dropped 8 of their last 11. Houston has won 9 of its last 10. The Astros above 500 for the first time this year, and a plus 850 price on the Stros. Seattle 7-1. I think there is some value on Houston. Favored to make the postseason in minus money as of right now, but only a 3.5 game difference in the American League West. Seattle remains the favorite, minus 160. Houston plus 165.
It's crazy. It really is. And I know the running joke of the past couple of weeks is you stick that fork in the Astros. Here they are, winners of 9 of their past 10 games. They still have a quality lineup overall. I don't think they have a great pitching staff, but this was supposed to be the Mariners saying, we don't have to play 700 baseball all the way to hold off the Astros for a multi-time World Series champion winning organization. We just thought they had to play average baseball, not go 3-7 in their last 10 games and really leaking oil to coincide with the Houston Astros playing really good baseball at this time. I still think the Mariners, honestly, are the best team in that division. And it's not because I love their lineup. They can get the timely hitting here. I think their starting pitching is the best in that division overall. And I think they have a quality bullpen. And they play in an environment that's more of a playoff environment, where it's like, hey, we're going to outscore you 7-6 in the playoffs. Like, no, they play home games up at T-Mobile in Seattle. That's really a pitcher's ballpark. I just need them to get out of their own way. And yes, their front office, wake up at this point, because you're losing steam. I still understand they have a 3.5 game lead. This should be a 13.5 game lead, to be honest, right now, Ben, for the Mariners. They really let it get away from them.
There are 6 teams right now at a shorter than 10-1 price in the American League. There's only 3 in the National League. And there's still that tier of 2, despite the overall optimistic odds outlook on Atlanta. The Dodgers and the Phillies separated by less than $1, plus 155 for LA, plus 250 for Philly. There seems to be that clear tier of 2, that distinction at the top of the pennant prices in the NL.